Sam Blakeman, Jude Riordan, is set to face a disturbing mental health crisis in Coronation Street, with his troubled mind imagining trusted friend Roy Cropper David Nielsen as someone warning him that he's under threat. Sam's fears first spiraled after manipulative Megan Walsh Beth Nixon targeted him when he uncovered her secret grooming of Will Driscoll Lucas Hodgson Whale. Determined to silence Sam, Megan resorted to cruel tactics, including interfering with his school performance and frightening him with threats that she would label him a creep in front of everyone. Although Megan's actions have now come to light, Sam remains deeply shaken and paranoid, even seeing visions of Will and getting into imaginary confrontations with him. During tonight's episode, Nick Tilsley Ben Price confided in Roy about his worries for Sam and encouraged him to spend some time with the youngster. Roy and Sam have always shared a close bond, largely thanks to their mutual passion for chess. As they sat down for a game, Roy quickly became concerned by Sam's unusual behavior. Sam pulled a tracking device from his school bag and explained that he believed his classmates had secretly planted it there. However, when Roy later discussed the matter with Nick and Toyah Battersby Georgia Taylor, Nick admitted the tracker actually belonged to him, as he had been monitoring Sam's movements out of concern. Roy and Toyah both realized Nick's decision could easily have intensified Sam's growing paranoia, though none of them truly understood how severe his condition had already become. It was then revealed that Sam had imagined Roy still being present after Roy briefly stepped away to answer a phone call from the builder repairing the cafe following the fire. Even after their chess match ended, the hallucination continued. In an unsettling exchange, Sam questioned the imagined Roy about why he felt everyone was against him, only to receive a deeply alarming response. Viewers will need to tune in to discover exactly what was said, but the chilling words could potentially drive Sam towards dangerous actions. The big question now is whether the real Roy, alongside Nick and Toyah, can recognize the seriousness of Sam's condition before events take a devastating turn. Coronation Street has shown further heartbreaking moments involving Sam Blakeman as his emotional state continues to deteriorate in the aftermath of Megan Walsh's arrest. The teenager was the first person to uncover Megan's shocking grooming of student Will Driscoll and bravely tried to expose her actions, only to be intimidated into keeping quiet. Although Megan's crimes eventually came to light after Will gave a statement, the ordeal has badly affected Sam's mental well-being. Earlier scenes already showed Sam imagining Will attacking him in a dark alley, before viewers learned the frightening encounter existed only in his mind. In the latest episode, viewers witnessed two more troubling hallucinations that highlighted how much Sam is struggling. While revising for his exams at Leanne's flat, Sam suddenly imagined Will appearing in the room to threaten him once again. "You'd better watch your back, 'cause I'm coming for you," the hallucinated Will warned, leaving Sam visibly rattled. When Leanne later walked back into the kitchen, Sam nervously asked if she had heard the door slam. She calmly dismissed it as likely being caused by the wind, but Sam remained unsettled and decided to continue studying at the bistro instead, leaving Leanne worried about him. Later at the bistro, Nick informed Sam and Toyah that Megan had entered a not guilty plea and the case would now head to court. Toyah gently reassured Sam that he didn't need to testify unless he truly wanted to, reminding him the choice was entirely his. However, Sam's fear only intensified. After putting his headphones back on, he began hearing Will's voice again, this time mocking him and planting doubts in his mind by insisting that even his own family no longer trusted him. Things became even more upsetting when Sam overheard Nick and Toyah chatting nearby. Although the pair were simply discussing the restaurant's wine order, Sam's paranoia twisted the conversation into something sinister. In his hallucination, he believed they were criticizing him and accusing him of being jealous of Will. "I mean, it's obviously why Sam's been lying about them," Sam imagined Toyah saying. "Yeah, if I'm honest, I feel ashamed of him," hallucinated Nick added. Watching the pair speak through the bistro's CCTV cameras, an emotional Sam tearfully concluded that he had nobody left to rely on. The question now is whether Nick, Toyah, and Leanne will recognize just how serious Sam's condition has become before matters spiral even further out of control. Daniel Osborne, Rob Mallard, has been retreating from everyone around him in Coronation Street, desperate to escape the chaos of recent events. However, a mysterious online troll is making it impossible for him to move on. A few weeks ago, Daniel told Ken Barlow, William Roach, and Adam Barlow, Sam Robertson, that he was heading to the Lake District and asked them to care for Birdie while he took some time away to deal with the fallout from his relationship with Megan Walsh, Beth Nixon. But after dropping Birdie off at number 1, Daniel secretly returned to his flat instead of leaving Weatherfield. Rather than going on holiday, he isolated himself indoors and turned to alcohol, determined to avoid facing reality. During this difficult period, Daniel unexpectedly gained a flatmate when Jody Ramsey, Olivia Frances Brown, manipulated her way into staying with him after being kicked out by the Platts. Despite Jody's history of scheming, the pair surprisingly begin to bond. In upcoming scenes, Daniel opens up to her and admits he still feels unable to cope with normal life. Jody then deceives him by claiming that Birdie desperately misses him, hoping to push Daniel into reconnecting with his son. Her tactic proves successful, and Daniel heads to number 1 intending to collect Birdie. However, once there, he quickly realizes Birdie has been perfectly happy staying with the Barlows. Returning home, Daniel questions why Jody lied to him, but she insists she only did it because she thought it would help him. As the week continues, Daniel faces another upsetting ordeal when Nina Lucas, Molly Gallagher, shows him cruel messages posted online. The comments accuse Daniel of knowing about Megan's grooming of Will and even bring up his past inappropriate relationship with Summer Spellman Harriet Bibby. Naturally shaken, Daniel becomes desperate to discover who is operating the anonymous truth teller account behind the attacks. Convinced the person must know him personally, he shares his suspicions with Jody. Jody then notices David Platt, Jack P. Shepard nearby, and suggests he could secretly be responsible for the trolling. But is David really the culprit, or is Jody manipulating Daniel as part of another dangerous scheme? Producer Kate Brooks has confirmed that Megan's betrayal will continue to haunt Daniel for a long time, with the teacher struggling badly as the emotional damage takes hold. She was someone he trusted completely as a fellow teacher and respectable person, and discovering the truth has shattered him, Kate explained. We'll see Daniel gradually begin to unravel because he no longer knows who he can trust. He defended Megan, so he feels guilty for letting Will down and believes he's failed Birdie too. She also praised actor Rob Mallard's performance, adding that viewers will continue to see the long-term impact Megan has had on Daniel's life, particularly his future relationships and trust in others. Coronation Street continues on weekday evenings at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.